Now, the first National Digital Stories competition by Youth Empowerment NPO, High School Life, has embarked upon asking high school learners, what do you stand for today? As we all know that on that fateful day in 1976, the youth had a common grievance, a common cause. But what irks the generation of 2017? Good question here. All right, High School Life is challenging learners to submit a 60-second video of themselves reciting a poem, shooting a music video, or for those that can, a short film of 60 seconds. I'm sure you're wondering, why would someone want all these voices? Well, joining me in studio is Ntosh Ntlokwana, who is the coordinator at the School for Life. Joining her as well is Bernard Odendaal. He's the MD of the Fact Foundry. Great to have both of you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Great to be here. Thank you, Leanne.
This is a fantastic initiative. I have to tell you, and I would love to be one of the people listening to some of the entries. But let's start at the beginning. What is High School for Life? What is that?
Essentially, High School Life is a project that's part of the Mandela Legacy Education Division. And what we do is we do our best to interact with young people across the country to find out the conversations that they're having, find out, what state of mind that they're in. And we also connect them to opportunities that will help them, upskill them, especially when it comes to, the digital divide that we have in the country. So that's pretty much what we do, to interact with young people. And this particular project, we felt that, we'll open it up to schools, public schools, private schools, across the country, to hear what young people have to say. And then we felt that the winning school and the winning student will get a chance to have, digital skills trainers, Fact Foundry, to come through to their school and empower them and let them know that, social media is not the beginning and the end, of technology, but there's bigger, prize than that.
There's more to it than what people are using.
Yes.
So the Fact Foundry, now you've partnered with this. What is it exactly that you do as the Fact Foundry?
We are a consulting and training company, and we are also partnered to Google, who at the moment is running a digital skills initiative throughout Africa, where the target is to train 1 million Africans in digital skills. It is expected that Africa will have 500 million people online by 2020. And that's a huge opportunity for everybody, actually, to get into the digital age. Unfortunately, not everybody has access to the correct training to understand how to use the internet, not only for social media, but also to run a business, to get access to better education, and to see that there are other opportunities in terms of careers as well. Because, people like graphic designers, developers, etc., are not traditional career paths that existed 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah, and these days, that's all people are looking for, is the IT types that are normally the shy ones in the back of the office, but the ones that are perhaps the most important. I mean, a presence out there online in this digital world is vital. If you're not out there, you might as well not exist. And that, unfortunately, has become a way of life. So it's a good career path. And talking about careers, there's so many issues that are affecting the youth these days. I mean, we drew a parallel between the class of 1976 and the class of 2017. 1976, they had that one common thing they were marching against. If you get a group of students in 2017 to march, I mean, how many different directions would they be going in? That's the reality.
So many, Leanne, so many. I mean, we were in Tembisa on June 16 as part of High School Life activation, and we were speaking to a lot of young people, asking them what the issues are. A lot of them are concerned, with the women abuse in the country, because they are face to face with it, whether it's a neighbor, it's a family member or someone they know. So it's a real issue for them. The fact that as soon as they matriculate, they have no idea what their plan is post-high school is a huge issue. We already have entries from young people who, have left high school, but they're entering the competition because they have no sense of, direction or plan. So that's a big issue. And unemployment, of course, is a major issue. So there's so many issues that young people today, are facing.
What about drugs? And what about alcohol abuse? Is that something that you're finding as well?
It's a big issue. And, at some point a few years ago, you would expect that to be an issue for, teenagers that are post-high school. But you find kids in primary school facing the same issues that kids in high school and kids in tertiary are facing. So, and we don't have, you know, sufficient platforms in the country to address this type of issues. And first of all, to even have the conversations with the young people and find out what it is that, you know, they are faced with and how we can bridge the gap as the adults to assist them, you know, to find a way.
It's quite incredible. It really is. If I think of what the youth are going through, I know that every generation has its issues, but it just seems that the youth in this day and age are bearing the brunt of the mistakes that are being made. And one of the, you talk about social media, and I want to bring up the very topical issue today, is that whole social media blackout. And at the root of it all is the cost of data. It's the access to information that they cannot get because of the cost of data. What are your views on that? I mean, from the Fact Foundry.
Well, the cost of data in South Africa is astronomical. We know that, and but we've seen throughout the world, if you want economies to grow, especially in the digital space, you have to lower the barriers to entry. The easiest way to do that is to actually lower the cost of data. We see that in the communities where we go, that a lot of people are on social media. You go onto Twitter, you go onto Facebook, and you see the communities there. Unfortunately, we also want those people to go into the spaces where they can actually learn things, where they can run their businesses and better themselves. For that, you do need data. And if you want to grow as a small business, you have constant cash flow problems and things like that. So if you have to go and constantly go and buy data, it adds to that, and it impedes on the growth of your company. So
it's and it's a real social issue, Leanne. You know, and and I'm glad, you know, people are standing up for it, using social media, of course, the same data, you know, that we're saying must fall. It's a real issue, and I think the more we have conversations about it, and more we demand from networks to actually face the fact that the prices have to come down, because it is about access to information. You know, we want young people across schools to be able to use, you know, data freely for research purposes, you know, to be the library of day to day, you know. So
it's a major issue. All right, so let's just give out some details quickly about this competition to see how long the entries are still open for. And I know that some of the prizes include a 15,000 Rand cash prize that'll be shared out, and Fact Foundry coming in and helping. So talk to us about those details.
Okay, sure. So the competition is on until the 16th of July.
Okay.
And they can find out more information on our Facebook page, High School Life Africa, and the number to send all the 60-second videos to is 073-632-8969. And we're ready for the entries, and they've started coming in.
Fantastic. So let me get that out again, 073-632-8969.
Correct.
That's the number. You WhatsApp your entry on there.
You WhatsApp your entry.
Okay. Otherwise, go to the Facebook page, High School
Life Africa.
High School Life Africa. Thank you. Go to the Facebook page, and it'll tell you what you can do there and how to upload your entries. Excellent. Thank you. Ntosh, good luck.
Thank you so
Please
much.
bring the winners when they're here.
We will.
As well as their entries.
Yes,
I would love to see
do that.
who the winning entrants will be. So Ntosh Ntlokwana is the co-founder of High School Life, and joining her as well, it was great to have Bernard Odendaal. He's from Fact Foundry. Thanks so much for being with us here as well. All right, let's take a break. We'll see you after this.